Hi, welcome to an NX 12 video tutorial. I want to do that connecting rod, another exercise in NX 12. So let's have fun with NX 12. First I want to add some planes. So go for datum plane at a distance, that's okay, and I want it to be in that direction, and the distance should be 750 plus 1885 and confirm. Two more planes parallel to the YZ plane, one in this direction, and that distance might be 30. Apply, and another one in the other direction, and again 30, and in this case it would be minus 33, and confirm. Now let's start with our first sketch on the YZ plane. So go for the sketch on the YZ plane, yes, and confirm. I need a rectangle which starts here, goes over there, and that line should be collinear to that plane. I need one dimension which should go like this, and that would be 22.5. Close that sketch and let's make a revolve. Finish that sketch, make a revolve, go here, select connected curves, that's okay. The vector would be this line and make it from 0 to 360 degrees and confirm. Hide that sketch. Then another sketch on the YZ plane. Confirm. This will be another rectangle, and the dimensions are 146 by 55, and click. Now let's align this. So this one should be aligned with that axis, collinear, and the distance between this one and that one, go for dimension from here to there, it's 61. Finish that sketch. Let's make another revolve. Now with that sketch right here, and the vector would be this line, 360 degrees, and confirm. And of course make sure it's not none, but it's united, and confirm. Hide that sketch. Now on the other end I need another rectangle, so I go for another sketch on the YZ plane. Confirm. This will be another rectangle, and the dimensions are 170 by 55. Click. Now align it. So that line and this axis should be collinear, and the distance between that line and there should be, of course, this plane, and you could select the plane here as well. That would be datum plane 1, and that distance might be 105. Close that sketch. Let's make another revolve. Now with that rectangle, vector would be this line. Make sure it's united and confirm. Now hide the sketch, and I want to do some fillets or edge blends. So first I want to make an edge blend here, and this one should be 55, and confirm. Then another one which should be 40 on this edge right here, and apply, and another one which is 10 on that edge, and OK. Let's go to the other end. There should be another blend with 65 millimeters on this edge. So this will look, yeah, seems that will not work. So what to do? I could try the other way around. I could make first an edge blend with 40 millimeters here, and then do a 65 millimeter edge blend and see if that works on this edge. That works. Great. Now I want to trim that body with this plane and that plane. So go for trim body. There's only one body. The face of plane will be this one, and I want to remove this side. That's okay. Apply. Same body. Second plane. Remove the other side, so turn it around and confirm. This looks quite nice. Next, I want to do a sketch on the XY plane. So go for a sketch on the XY plane, that's okay. And let's hide the body. And I need a rectangle and a circle. That circle could be right there on the midpoint of that line, and diameter should be 110. Now let's add some more dimensions. This would be maybe, yeah, 590 is a little bit too much. So just noticed that didn't change. This should be 110, and this one maybe 150, and that distance this one, okay, and come on, this distance could be 150 as well. Close that one. Now let's align that center point with that axis. Now I could trim, so go for a trim. This should be removed, this should be removed, and then I need another dimension, and that would be from that tangent point to that plane, and that distance should be 105, I suppose. Yes, 105. Then I will need a rotation axis, and this one should have a distance from that plane in that direction 60. So I want to draw a line in that sketch, maybe like this. Give it a dimension from that plane here, and that would be 60. Close, or just add another one in that direction. This could be 200, doesn't really matter. And now align that midpoint with this axis and finish. Yeah, it should be aligned, didn't work, so let's try once more. Okay, select the axis and that midpoint, and now it works. So in NX 12 I can't switch this to a construction line, but it will work anyway. So let's go for another revolve. Let's go for connected curves. Yes, this profile should be revolved around that axis, not 360 degrees, maybe 60 and minus 60. And I want to remove it from the body, which is right now not visible. So let's bring back the solid bodies. Close this one. 60 minus 60. And I want to remove it, so subtract. And this looks quite good. Okay. Nice. I will need another edge fillet. On this edge 10 and on that edge 10. I could have done this beforehand, but I will do it right now. Let's go for 10 millimeters on this edge, this one, yeah, and that one, and confirm. Looks quite nice. So that will be all the material I need. Now I have to remove some material. Let's hide that sketch, and I want to change one dimension in this revolve, and that would be sketch number, not 00, but this sketch. I want to change a value here, this one from 146 to 156. Yeah, This looks more like it. Yeah. Now I could go for a new body. The body which should be removed. So I could hide that body for the moment. Let's go for hide bodies, and I need another sketch. I could hide those two planes as well, so hide this plane and that plane, and go for a sketch on the YZ plane and confirm. This would be a circle centered right here, and the diameter should be 70. Then I need a rectangle, maybe like that. Align this midpoint on that axis like this. Give it a dimension. This distance should be 45, and that distance should be 55. Close that sketch. Let's trim. This should be removed. This should be removed. This one and that one. Close that sketch and make an extrude. None, that's okay. And make it, because I want to remove it, I could go for a greater value. Let's go for symmetric, so the curve would be not single curve but connected curves like this. Vector is okay, this should be symmetric, and let's go for 40 in both directions. And okay, make sure it's Boolean none, but it will switch to none because there's no other body visible. Okay. Next I need another sketch on the XY plane. That's okay, confirm. And I will go for a rectangle like this. Okay. Let's align that point with this axis right here. Yeah, like this. I need a length, and that would be, let me see, that would be 30. And the distance in that direction should be 44. And another dimension, which is from, yeah, 44 is okay, and then go for that dimension, and this should be, let me take 36 and close. Let's make another extrude and make it a new solid. Finish that sketch, make an extrude with that sketch. Make it symmetric, make it none, that would be okay, and make it 110, so go for 60 like this. Boolean is none. Now I want to make a fillet, an edge blend, but not an edge blend, a face blend. And it should be a 3-phase face blend. First phase, and that's the usual annoying bug here. Go for single phase, select this one, select the other side over here, and then select the middle phase, and you will get a complete round with the correct radius. Okay, now let's unite those two. So go for unite, this body and that body, and okay. Let's hide the sketch. And I want to pattern this body. So go for more, go for pattern geometry. I want to pattern this body right here. It should be a linear pattern. And the vector would be the y-axis. I need 2 instances, count and pitch, and the space in between would be 805. 815. Like this, and confirm. And it should not be symmetric. That was from the last. It should be, of course, not symmetric. Go for OK. Now let's show all the bodies. Maybe give them a different color. So if you make those two in a different color, go to View, go to Edit Object Display, select the object. So this body and that body, make it, for example, magenta. Okay, okay. Bring back the other body. And seems my distance is wrong, so I have to add something to my distance right here. So 815 is wrong. It should be more. No, it should be 750 in between. So it seems something else is wrong. So I will adjust. So this should be altogether 750. But that's not a problem. I could, of course, change that datum plane here. So that, oh yeah, I see, I typed 1. It should be 805 and not 885. So let's go for 805. Still no good. So it should be 750. This looks more legit. But you see, it's no problem to change the values if you do it in a proper way. Now I want to remove the magenta ones from this one. So go to Home, go to Subtract, subtract from this target, and you could keep the target and the tool. In this case I don't want to keep the target and tool, so I leave it like it is. I want to remove this body and that body, and OK. Looks quite good. What's missing is just a hole here and there. Okay, so let's compare to the original. That's the original, and there is some circle removed here, so I have to take care of this as well. So let's switch back to our exercise. I would go before the unite, so let's make the face blend here, right click the current feature like this and hide this body. So that's the face blend. No, I have to go to the pattern geometry. That would be the right one, like this. That's okay. I will need another sketch. In this case I could go on this plane if I need it to be, or I could make another plane. So let's make another datum plane with a distance from that one, that's the XY plane, and this should be about 95 divided by 2. 95 divided by 2, that's 47.5. And okay. Yes. And I want this datum plane to be with all my other ones, so let's move it up in the navigator just by drag and drop. Datum plane 5 over here. Go back. Let's make a sketch right on that plane. That should be a circle. Diameter should be 45. And that point should be aligned with that axis right here, this one, and the distance from that point to this axis should be 43. Not quite, so it might be, it should be 58. Yeah, not quite. Let's go for 57. Sorry, 57. This looks almost okay, or even 56. Yeah, 56 looks good. And close. Finish that sketch. Let's make another extrude with that one in this direction. Not 60, but 20 should do. And I could unite it to those already, or let's leave it like it is. And then I should go put those two before that pattern. Then I could include that extrude into the pattern. So again, I could move this up. See, I could move that sketch up, and I could move that extrude up. And now I could make this extrude and unite it to the already existing body, this one. Confirm, and that puts it into the pattern. And if I subtract it, so make this the current feature, it will be gone. And I would need that on the other side as well. So again, go before the pattern, go to that extrude. Make it the current feature. and this should be removed on the other side as well. So go to the extrude, go to none, okay. Now mirror it to the other side, go to mirror geometry, mirror this body with the XY plane, this plane, okay. Now join those two to the magenta one. Let's hide that body. So go for a unite, target, tool, tool, okay. And if you now make the subtract the current feature, it's removed on both sides. Nice. Then I need two small holes, one here, one there. You could go for hole and then pattern it. Therefore you would need a point, and that point would be on that surface. So I could do it with a reference point, for example. I could go for a point, and that point should have which coordinates? It should be in Z direction at 55. And okay. Now you can make a hole with just a point and a direction. So if I go for hole and select that point, it will make the hole normal to the face. That would be okay. It should not be counterbored, it should be a simple one. Diameter could be maybe, let's try 8. 8 looks okay. The depth should not be a value, it should go until next. Subtract yes, extend start yes, and okay. Nice. And if I do that point before the pattern, I could pattern, no I couldn't pattern, sorry, but I can use that pattern to pattern that point by referencing that pattern. So go for a feature pattern, pattern feature. The feature would be the hole, and I could reference that pattern here. Yeah, so just my mistake, I have to select that point, go there, select pattern, select this pattern. The base instant handle would be here somewhere. There's the instant point, and it should be patterned to the correct place. Maybe the direction was wrong because it's not there. Why? Let's check it out. Is there something? Select the feature. That's now I selected the point. Great stuff. Seems I'm a little bit tired. So select the simple hole and confirm. But that's the big advantage of a program like NX. You could change everything if you do it the right way. So, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook and fan page. I want to get more likes and subscriptions over there as well. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.